If you're listening to this now, the game's released, or you're listening to it while during playing the game, or you're listening to it as soon as the game, just before the game's released. But who knows? We're going to talk about Sonic Mania and everything that's leading up to the actual release because I've been very busy and something last week was not a fucking good week.
Mm.
Not to mention, you had your birthday, so that's an excuse.
But, yeah, but I was in Cardiff, so there's my excuse.
Yeah. I was in the hospital with my wife getting her surgery, so...
Yeah, so there you go. That's life for you.
Yeah. But Mania. Fuckload of Mania news happened in the past week.
Yep,
First of all, let's get the bad news out of the way. Some retailers in the US have actually released the game early. They broke the street date, in which case you are a bunch of fucking morons.
Yeah, though, let's be fair, there was a feeling that there were probably going to be a leak of the game.
Like with generations before it, it's like there was going to be some broken street dates. It's just because it's a digital game compared to a console game. Steam, PS4, and Xbox One all have time locks, so they cannot be played until 1 minute past midnight of the 15th.
Yeah, although it's funny because when I went to UK Game, by the way, I did say to them, as like, have you heard any news about physical releases of Mania? And outside of the Switch, that's all they know.
And speaking of the Switch, that is the only one that does not have a time lock. So, places like Amazon have released some collector's editions early, and Best Buy has released the collector's edition. Surprisingly, they were in stock at Best Buy. I didn't know that.
Yeah, well,
of the Switch version, because has no time lock, there are numerous people who have leaked the entire fucking game.
Yeah, like this happens with all games anyway. Any major releases, somebody's going to put an upload of the playthrough of the first section, 20 minutes, or the whole damn thing, because they just do.
Yeah, again, Sonic Generations, people 3 days before release, people will reveal like, oh, hey, you know the end of Sonic Generations? It's Classic Robotnik. No, I did not. Thanks for spoiling it, you complete asshole. I fucking hate. Like I said, it happens to a lot of games, but with a lot of companies, they are really tight embargo, and they will drop the fucking hammer down on people spoiling shit. So, and that's Sega hasn't tried.
No, I mean, that's the thing about this year, actually. I think, if anything, you can give Sega credit for this, is actually that they've been pretty good at keeping secrets before anybody finds out. I mean, both Mania and Forces, most people didn't really know what was going to happen. I mean, people did say, oh, the third character may be a custom one, but that was still a big if.
We fucking guessed that.
I know, we guessed it, but again, it wasn't. They do the typical thing of, is it going to be this? And they go, we don't know.
I can't actually confirm or deny that.
Yeah, it's always that type of attitude, that's how developers work. That's what everybody does in the entertainment industries. You don't want to ruin the surprise before it's out there for the public. I mean, hell, look at Doctor Who. I mean, by the times we keep hearing rumors about who's coming back, what's happening. Part of the fun is to either guess if it's really happening or wait and see on the day if it's going to be a real thing.
Well, got fucking release. Before the release, we got quite a bit of little teasers here and there. Like, first of all, we already talked about special stages last time, but we also got some music from Stardust Speedway, officially called Stardust Speedway. Which sounds pretty funky.
Yeah, it's basically techno jazz, I would say.
Well, that's what CD had, at least the American version had. The American version had more of a rock theme. The Japanese and European one had more the dance techno. I got it one way around.
Mellow feel to it.
You say American didn't like the dance techno stuff. They're like, oh, do rock and roll.
Yeah, which is, well, again, look how that's happened with the series.
But I keep forgetting what else was released. Also, the two-player competition mode, very reminiscent of Sonic 2 and Sonic 3.
Except this time the frame rate's fixed. Yeah, the frame rate works.
You're not going like, oh, as soon as anything happens ever,
you lose your ring, whatever, or you hit a box, and all that stuff.
To a point where you play at 10 frames per second until the actually stuff stops.
Yeah.
look at if it is an emulator online, old emulator online, which actually fixed that and actually had full screen rather than compressed. So, but it pretty much is the same thing. It's like you get to the end as before the other player.
Yeah, I mean the main difference this time is I know obviously in Sonic 2 it was the full level, and Sonic 3 like just quick little areas you can go around three
little looping tracks.
Exactly, yeah.
Azure Lake, Bloom Park, Chrome Gadget, I think it's Dusty Desert or something, and Endless Mine.
Yeah, well, you remember. That's a good thing.
It's A, B, C, D, and E. You can't fucking forget that. The little tricks that Sega does with their namings. All Sonic CDs and Sonic 3Ds all have double letters. Stardust Speedway, Palm Tree Panic. In Sonic 3D, you have Rusty Ruin, Green Grove. Sonic R, all the levels are beginning with R.
Yeah.
But even more so, because of Sonic Mania being leaked and Sega's attempts to try and hide it, but every single time you cut one head off, 4 more pop up. The fucking Hydra.
The Hydra.
It's no analogy. It's the Hydra. That's what it is. You try.
I know.
Okay, you got to get your copyright saying this should not be fucking visible to the people. Take it down. You're like, okay, I'll take it down, but I'm uploading on a second channel, or 3 of the other people will upload it. You can't fucking stop it. As soon as it's out, like, as soon as one person, upload. That's why when other YouTubers try and delete their own videos saying this is not a good video, 20 or more people have actually taken that video and re-uploaded it on their own channel, or a clone channel. There's a surprising large amount of Markiplier clones on YouTube. Like there's every single video uploaded, but it's like only got a couple of hundred and a couple of hundred subscribers. Who the fuck are you subscribing to? Why?
Yeah, exactly. But then again, that's the thing of the internet, is that they know how quickly things can spread. And again, one of the hardest things is to try and cut down as much of the damage you can.
Information is you need to do it in nanoseconds. It's like a meme.
Exactly.
As soon as you realize get the joke, and as soon as you get that, the meme is dead. And once you repost it, no one's gonna give a shit. Right now, I think.
Well, the moment you put it this way, the moment you realize what the joke is and you make a joke of it, you're already about 20 seconds out of the day
20 seconds in internet time, that's 30 years. Like,
exactly,
there is what's the current meme right now? The Crash Bandicoot Woe meme?
Oh, yeah, the Woe thing. Yeah, that was bizarre.
It's like someone's actually recreated ripped out the vector model and just like,
and just sort of did like a demented version of that, which is, again, considering that the Insane Trilogy's out, so perfect timing, the perfect storm.
Well,
anyway,
that's pretty much caught up on Mania, but the one last little bit of detail, and this pisses me off. I kind of half expected considering today's gaming. The PC release, which you might have figured out, I did not talk about, has been delayed until to August 29th.
Yeah.
Guess which one I pre-ordered?
Aye. Yeah, and it's surprising because they did do a special stream of this with Aaron and one of the other guys, I can't remember his name, but they did announce this as like, this is the bad news, as in we're going to have to delay the PC version of the game. And again, they said obviously they don't want it, basically we don't want to knock a night on our hands, which really I don't think the world wants that.
But even then, there's nothing really stopping you from releasing a patch later. Even if, because I guarantee every single version is going to have at least a patch. Maybe not the Switch version, because I'm not too sure how it works. Yeah. I played it for like 15 minutes. One of Sarah's friends actually has a Switch now, and it feels fucking weird. The Joy-Cons are tiny. They're so tiny.
So, did you play them as separate things or on the screen?
I held it as a docked and undocked.
Okay, right.
In the actual Joy-Con holder, yeah, like the little slide controller, yeah, it feels okay. When actually just Joy-Con on its own doesn't feel right. And the wheels are tiny as well. Fucking hell, just no. But anyways,
yeah, well, this is
never mind that Switch.
All right.
Yeah. So
yeah, let's go.
Hope you're all enjoying Sonic Forces. I'm gonna have to buy the PS4 version because I'm not gonna miss out on this.
Yeah.
You are not too sure what the hell you're gonna do.
No. I mean, like I said, I mean, I'm curious if they'll do like an Apple version of this down the line yet, but I don't know. I mean, I'll get to play it when I get to play it. I mean, like I said, I am excited for this in general, but I can wait. It's not a deal breaker for me.
I know.
Which is interesting because, as you said, with the leak happening, every time when I happen to go on YouTube and they put Mania. There's a lot of thumbnails
to tag Sonic Mania. Here's how it relates to Sonic Mania. I already have one video in my recommendation feed saying Sonic Mania true ending.
Yeah, so there's been a lot of that, which I've seen them. I won't say what they are, but I have seen them, but they won't bother me. That's the main difference.
I'm going about the leak as well, and I told about this in my live stream. I told this on Twitter. To anyone who has uploaded, is uploading, or is thinking about uploading any and all Sonic Mania spoilers for the new zones, still a few new zones that are still there, considering that we've only been shown off 6 zones.
Yeah.
So if you think about it, or have done it, or is currently doing it, you are an asshole.
Or a nicer way of saying you can do it, just don't show it to Dan.
No, just don't do it at all. Put all your videos private. But I miss out on views. I don't give a fuck about your views. Okay? You're spoiling it to everyone else who cannot afford it or cannot play it. If someone wants to let's play it, they'll watch it as soon as release. Just don't fucking do it. It's like something or nothing against it. Even so, it's a release date. When it's a release date, fine. You can do let's plays, like everything else. Just I don't know. I don't know. I'm getting feels really strongly about this. I don't like it when people just bend the rules for their own gratification.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's one of the hard things to do is keeping a surprise from people. I mean, I remember telling James that I do ramble with, that I tried to explain to him that the Crash Bandicoot level in Uncharted 4, I tried to explain to him without actually telling him what it is. Because I sort of said, okay, there's this thing that kind of happens, which you will know what it is. I mean, I won't tell you when it happens, but it's at a certain point in the game where you don't expect it and blah, blah. So literally, it's that whole thing of telling someone something without actually telling them anything. And again, it's like part of you is like, I want it to be surprised. I want them to, either them to find out for themselves, or if I happen to be in the same area with them and they discover it from where I'm sitting right next to them. Again, that's part of the fun. You want the surprise to be happened. I mean, look at how many reaction videos we get now. I mean, that's the whole point, is you're seeing somebody going, holy shit, I didn't expect that to happen.
Reaction videos are shit to begin with anyway.
I know, but again, I get the idea why they do that.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's just like, you know what? I can get my own reactions on it. I don't have to watch someone else reacting to something I haven't seen or I've seen. Just don't.
Yeah.
It's probably the least amount of effort you can put into a video. I put more effort into these videos and my Let's Plays than they do to the reactions.
Yeah, but like I said, I mean, the point is that you arguably, in terms of an audience, you don't want to ruin a surprise before it's already happened. And like I said, particularly with video games, because it's a way harder thing now. And again, people end up sort of digging into the code and they find more shit that probably they weren't supposed to find out.
Yeah, just fucking spoilers. It's bad enough. Again, it's bad enough when people complain about spoilers for Game of Thrones. It was like, for video games, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it depends what it is. I mean, it's kind of like, remember Rogue One came out and everybody said, don't tell me what happens. It's like, what do you think's going to happen? I mean, really, at the end of the day, everybody dies, so episode 4 begins. That's the whole fucking point of the movie. And technically, most people know going into that, but they still want to know how it happens, why it happens, and what sort of scenes you're going to get from it. So again, it's that balancing act of, going in with an already notion of what's going to happen, but you're still kind of, let's see how it plays out. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. Anyway, hope you're all enjoying Mania, or look forward to enjoying Mania, or have to wait much longer to enjoy Mania. Avoid spoilers at all costs, and just rewatch the open animation over and over again. It's fucking beautiful.
By the way, we should definitely quickly talk about that, because as we've been talking, I've been actually looking through it, just sort of frame by frame, just to see the little bits. And again, the way it plays out, it feels like it continues where the pre-order trailers left off. You know, when they're going into live and fully color, and this is like the next bit.
I like how it did that. It's like pre-order, you can see the rest.
Yeah. And like I said, you know, they did this, you know, as soon as they said, unfortunately, the game is, yes, it's been late, yes, it's going to be delayed. So it's kind of like, as a consolation, have this for fun, because why not? The game's coming out soon anyway, so you might as well get to see this. And like I said, you know, obviously they're still going full-blown with the CDs, like, modern-day style thing. And one thing actually happens before we did this. Somebody else was talking about the video, and they kind of said this interesting thing, is that the style of it, in terms of the background stuff, is that it reminds them very much of Steven Universe, in which you got this very vivid colored world of sort of shapes and stuff, which at first you don't think is really that special. I mean, again, it's like it's going for the pop art look they've done in from, again, the Japanese release of the games and Generations. You know, a lot of the menu UIs were all done like that. But it's got that very nice, clean look to it, you know, and a very sort of balanced, it sort of matches everything well, and you've got the characters that stand out very well in them. And again, it's got this very nice, you know, fully 2D look. I mean, it's kind of that hybrid anime look. Again, Steven Universe has done this, where it's not a full-blown, you know, it's not doing the cliche anime stuff where it's only a few frames of a fully wacky face. You know, they're fully animated, they're fully articulate, Western style, but it's got that nice flow to it. And like I said, you know, if you're going to do a homage to CD's animation, arguably it's like, what did they do back then, and how do we improve on it, or what would it look like by today's standards? And pretty much from the look of it, they've done it.
I'm like,
again, I would love
with like 90% of the fans of Mania, can you just get a TV series of this, please? Because it's so smooth. It's like you said, it's vibrant. Even the character models is just like, you can tell there's little bits of hint of quote unquote Sonic's adventure. Is like that wacky comic.
Yeah, it's definitely got a lot of, again, because this is all, everything is sold through the character's motions. I mean, for instance, there's one bit where we get to see the hard-boiled egg crew, and particularly we get to see the main guy looking at the policeman one, and he kind of does a quick sort of, me.
Yeah, I chuckled at that.
Yeah, just saying that kind of quick, you know, oh, it's me,
yeah,
right, I'm off.
And Knuckles almost getting hit by Sonic.
Yeah, Knuckles kind of getting like, whoa, what's going on? And then he kind of looks at Sonic thinking, you did that on purpose, didn't you?
Let's wrap this up. I guarantee a lot of people right now is like, I'm finished now, I want to play the game. Stop it. Enjoy Sonic Mania. If you enjoyed Sonic Mania, don't spoil it to anyone else. Just don't be a dick about it.
Yeah, just don't spam Dan's email with this stuff, okay?
Because I will block you.
Yeah, exactly,
I have that.
We don't want that. That's the danger.
Alright. Sonic Mania released from this recording in 2 days. Although it's probably released tomorrow. Or today. I don't know. That's time travel. Uploading a small little segment.
That's the wonders of making these videos. You never know what's going to happen, and we can either be totally right or totally wrong, but you be the judge.